Hi guys, this is Vijay and I hope you are doing well. In this video lecture we will discuss on how air conditioning units work. Let us start. First of all we will discuss what is the function of an air conditioner. An air conditioner not only provide cool air in summer heat but also gives you the benefit of air purification all year around, humidity control in the monsoon and heating in winters. Okay, so these are the various functions of an air conditioner. Now we will discuss various application of air conditioner. All air conditioning system can be used in both comfort as well as industrial air conditioning application. They are especially suited to buildings that require individual control of multiple zones such as office buildings, classrooms, laboratories, hospital, hotels, ships, etc. There are also used extensively in application that required very close control of the conditions in the conditioned space such as clean rooms, photography lab, computer rooms, operation theaters, research facilities, etc. To understand how home air conditioning units work, we need to know what an air conditioning unit is consist of. There are two types of air conditioner, window AC and split AC. Window AC, it is fixed in window, so it is called window air conditioner, and split AC it will be divided in two unit, indoor unit and outdoor unit. In this video lecture we will discuss on split AC because both are work on VCR cycle, vapor compression refrigeration cycle. The component is also same. But whenever we discuss window AC and split AC, so window AC, particularly window AC nowadays rarely used. Nowadays we are using split AC. So essentially split AC is divided into main parts. One half inside of your home containing an evaporator coil and a filter, and an outer half with a condensing coil, fan and compressor. Your air conditioner operates by these two halves working in one behind the other. To understand the working principle of an air conditioning system, first we need to clear what is refrigerant and ton of refrigeration in an air conditioning system. Now we will discuss what is a refrigerant. A refrigerant is a substance or mixture, usually a fluid, used in refrigeration cycle. In most cycle it undergoes a phase transition from a liquid to a gas and back again. Many working fluids have been used for such purposes. Without refrigerant there would be no any air conditioning, refrigeration or freezing technology. An air conditioner contain a refrigerant inside the copper coils and it will circulated throughout the cycle. As a refrigerant absorb the heat from the indoor air, the most common refrigerant used for air conditioning over the air include like as R22, R410A, R134A and R600A or isobutane. Now we will discuss what is ton of refrigeration. The term refrigeration may be defined as the process of removing heat from a substance under control conditions. The practical unit of refrigeration is expressed in terms of tons of refrigeration, briefly written as TR. A TR is defined as the amount of refrigerating effect, or we can say cooling, produced by the uniform melting of 1 ton of ice from and at 0 degree Celsius in 24 hours. Okay, whenever we increase the tonnage capacity, at that time it cooling will be also increases. As well as it power consumption is also increases. So in actual practice 1 ton of refrigeration is taken as it is equivalent to 210 kilojoule per minute, or we can say 3.5 kilowatt. Now we will discuss different components of air conditioning system like as compressor, condenser, expansion valve, evaporating coil or freezer, fan and air handling units, filters, thermostat and oil separator. The first component is compressor. The function of a compressor is to increase the pressure and the corresponding saturation temperature, or we can say boiling point, of the refrigerant vapor to high enough level so the refrigerant can condense by rejecting its heat through the condenser. A low pressure vapor from evaporator is sucked and compressed to high temperature and pressure. In literal process of compression, the compressor sends refrigerant to the condensing coil in the form of high pressure gas. So whenever the refrigerant will compress in a compressor, so at that time its pressure and temperature will be increased. So this refrigerant will be converted into gas form, and after that it will pass through the condenser coil. The condenser coil is located at the outer side of AC in a split system, removes heat from the refrigerant and converting into its state. It is a one type of heat exchanger, and heat exchanger means it is a device in which heat will transfer from higher body temperature to lower body temperature. Okay, so this is the function of condenser, and it will reject the heat from the refrigerant. The next one is the expansion device. In expansion device, high pressure liquid refrigerant from the condenser is allowed to pass to the evaporator through the expansion device. A capillary or a thermostatic expansion valve is a expansion device used through which the liquid refrigerant is throttled. Okay, throttle means in this process the enthalpy remain constant, and enthalpy means it is a sum of U plus PV, internal energy plus product of pressure into volume. So during the throttling process, pressure of the refrigerant will be decreases, as well as temperature of the refrigerant is also decreases. Then after refrigerant will pass through the evaporator coil found in the indoor half of air conditioning system. An air conditioner evaporator coil, it is the part of the system where the refrigerant absorb heat. It is basically a indoor unit in case of a split AC. That is it is where the cool air comes from. The evaporator coil is located inside or near the air handling unit where the blower fan is. Evaporator coils are made from copper or aluminum because they can easily conduct the heat. As the air conditioner runs, the compressor pulls cold, low pressure liquid refrigerant through the tubing in the evaporator coil. Before entering the evaporator coil, the refrigerant passes through the expansion valve, or we can say expansion device. These valves relieve the pressure from the liquid refrigerant, which rapidly cools it, or we can say the temperature of the refrigerant is suddenly decreases. The liquid refrigerant leaving the expansion valve is quite cold, which is what allows it to absorb the heat from the air. The expansion valve also control exactly how much refrigerant flow to the evaporator. It will also control the flow of the refrigerant. As the refrigerant flows, the blower fan draws hot room air over the evaporator coil. The refrigerant absorbs the heat from the air passing through it. When the water vapor in your warm household air hits the cold evaporator coil, the water vapor condenses into liquid form and drips down into the condensate pan, which drains the water away outdoors. This is how your evaporator coil reduces the humidity in your home. Third one is a fan and air handling unit. A fan on the outer component releases hot air via the condensing coil, while the indoor fan expel cool air into your home. Next one is filter. A filter found in the indoor half of an air conditioning performs the critical role of keeping dust and debris from entering the building in order to ensure high indoor air quality. The next one is a thermostat. A thermostat is a temperature sensor, and a thermostat is present for you to adjust the air conditioning unit to your desired temperature. Okay, the next one is the function of oil separator. Okay, the function of the oil separator is to separate oil from the hot gas in the discharge line and return it to the compressor crankcase or to the oil reservoir in system with multiple compressors. Okay, next part is reservoir. It is basically a storage vessel designed to hold excess refrigerant not in circulation. Okay, so these are the various parts of refrigeration system, and it is the working of air conditioning units.